Hi Cancer, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 8th to the 14th of December. Let's begin. This is a very emotional week for you, Cancer. You're feeling like a breath of fresh air. Like you're feeling like you can breathe after a long time. Like you keep hearing breath of fresh air, breath of fresh air. Very emotional for you. You're going through a purge this week. Emotional, deep, heavy emotional purge of your identity. What you consider to be great, what you consider to be bad. What makes you happy. You're really letting go of like garbage. I won't even say baggage because it doesn't feel like baggage. It's garbage. It's just straight garbage that you've been holding on to, that's really been affecting you. And it's come from a place of sincerity within you, being very sincere to emotions, your own emotions, being sincere to yourself, that you've kept holding on to rubbish. And you're going through a deep purge this week of like, you finally feeling being able to breathe fresh air. That's what it feels like. This week's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air for you. Like it's gonna be very like you haven't breathed in a long time. I don't know the best way I can describe this feeling. It's like you've been indoor and it's all really stuffy or whatever, and you get out and you breathe some air and you're like, wow, this is good. That's what it feels like. Or like when you're claustrophobic and then you're able to get into a space where it feels open, you're like, oh, you feel relief like that. That's what's happening here. I heard breakup. You're having a breakup, so I feel like, but he's not in love. I said break up with people, friends, family, people that are hurting you, people that have hurt you. You're purging. It's like you're deleting numbers. You're clearing out photos. You're deleting photos. You're changing your socials. You're going for a big shift. You're going for a big physical shift. You're sick and tired of it. You've been sick and tired of it. You're sick and tired of hate. That's what you're sick and tired of. You're tired of hate. You're at a point in your life where life just feels very hateful, and you're sick and tired of people that are causing it within your life, because you know it's not coming from you. You're very sincere. You're very loving. You give your heart openly to people, friends, family, people you care about. You care about a lot. But it's like you've been left in the darkness by all these people. Like you help them in their problems and their situations, and then they're not there for you ever. It feels like that you're just like having to look after yourself, and it's just like you're having to deal with their hate and help them heal, and then you're dealt with that burden to deal with by yourself. They don't help you in any kind of way, and you're just tired of it. You're tired of it feeling hate. You're tired of having a hateful life. It's a deep purge. You're really ending things with people. I don't feel like it's an ending. You're just purging things from yourself. You're just no longer resonating with people. I don't feel like you're necessarily telling people either that you're ending things with them. You're just changing all of a sudden. You're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Yeah, it's making you very unhappy. The people around you are making you very unhappy. So let's get into your reading. Damn Cancer, you've got a tough week. but it's not necessarily tough, but it's just like you're being tough. And I do feel like it's needed from you at this time because I feel your energy is just like being given away. Like it's like you have these energetic connections that are feeding off of you, and it's like all these little wires that are on you, all these little wires that are connected to you, and they're really draining your energy, and you're just sick and tired of it. You're like, I'm not someone's food. I'm not someone's, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not someone's what's the word I'm looking for? Nutrition. I'm not someone's nutrition. This is what you're saying to yourself. Like, oh, I'm not anyone's. You're just like breaking the wires. I just see you like in the darkness. Your energy, your silhouette is like rainbow colored, and I see you just like breaking off these cables these wires that are attached to you. They look like wires, but they're tubes, and there's like loads of them, and none of them are like they're not like, they're very tight, like they're very tight and like bonded to you. Like the wire itself is very tight. It's not it's not like loose. It's very tight. The connections on you, and they're all of them, and they're draining you of this like rainbow energy. Damn. And they're white because they're in the darkness. They're made of light, like dark light. Best way I can describe it. It's not actually dark, but like it's not like it's light, but the light itself is like there's barely anything in it. It's just it's just a little, but it requires a rainbow. It's just sucking your rainbow energy out of you, and you're just like tired of it. You're just kind of like getting your hand and just breaking all of them off. And they're energetic. That's what you're doing this week. I need a cup of tea for this one. The good things are on the horizon for you here. Very good things on the horizon for you. I'd say the best advice I can give you right now is just to keep your head up and keep moving forwards. I don't know why I just heard that song by Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. You need to probably listen to that song. It's good for you at this time. But you need to keep your head up at this time and keep moving forward, because where you've been is nothing. It's gonna look nothing like where you're going. Where you're going is only for you, and where you're going is not just only for you, but it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. So your current energy, you've been planning about your future, investing into yourself, helping yourself grow. I'm seeing these 7 pentacles of like you. I feel like this reading is very much so just about you in general, not necessarily career or love, but just your personal development. And you've been investing and planning into yourself here, planning in regards to how you can help yourself become better, trying different things to help, maybe this is therapy, meditating, yoga, exercising, whatever it is. You've been focused on well-being and you've been investing into it, persevering through like hardship, persevering through challenges that you may be going through at this time in the physical world, again with people around you as well. Pardon me. And you've been really persevering and seeing a lot of growth as a result of this. And you're at a point now where all this growth has basically led you to this point where you've been able to introspect and look at things, examine things that are really disappointing you, things that you really expected and had high hopes that would help you become even more better than you could be. that could help you elevate your life in many ways, or even one way. To be honest with you, they've not been there and helped you, and this is particularly in regards to people around you. You just feel like the energies around you are just very hateful, and you're been introspecting, and at this time your guidance is, like I was saying, is to walk away from things that have been abandoning you, making you feel left abandoned, and been disappointing you. So you're walking away from these things here, and as you're doing so, you're gaining a lot of clarity about the things that you have been avoiding, the things that you've been objective with, things in general that that you needed clarity on, things that you and I feel like this is very strongly like things that are basically that you've put on the back burner for other people, the things that within yourself, things that you feel like, I don't feel like it's necessarily a thing you wanted to do, but it's just a way of being inside of you that you felt called more to embrace, and you've been kind of like avoiding, being objective, like, oh, I don't need that, I've got my friends and I can do this and I can do that. But it's like you've done so much of this work where you've been going within and investing in yourself, that you're now at this point and you're saying, no, do you know what, I actually appreciate that side of me, I've never explored it. You're getting clarity about stuff like that within your own being at this time. So this is your current energy. Your theme for the week is the Six of Swords. So this week is a massive week of healing, a massive week of transition, a massive week of seeing a lot of personal growth, as well as a massive week of release. So this week you're going for a transition. Here in the Six of Swords, she basically falls in love with the prince, and the prince is also in love with her, but he doesn't want to show it to his family, who are also royals. So he basically cusses her out when she tries to speak to him, and she becomes very heartbroken as a result. And her mother gives her advice that you should go to the sea and release your emotions there. So she goes and she digs her hands into the mud, and she cries, and it's very emotional. Then she goes to the sea, and basically to release her hurt, basically that's what she does. And this is kind of what you're doing here this week. You're going for a massive release, of a purge of that hurt, like, of that pain of being there so much for people, and people not giving a damn about you, and putting you at last place when you actually deserve to be first place here, to be honest with you, Cancer. But between Monday and Wednesday, you're going through this energy of the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups here is basically between Monday and Wednesday, you're meeting new people. You're coming not only meeting new people, but you're coming into unity and harmony and balance within yourself. And you're meeting people that also have unity, harmony, and balance within themselves. Like, these are new people that you're meeting. This is people that are in your community. So the Four of Wands, clarifying the Two of Cups. So it's basically you're meeting new people that are your soulmates. These are people that are your community. It's like you're having a homecoming, meeting people that you've always wanted to meet for bloody knows how and however long. Like, you've been wanting to meet people for a long time like this, and you're finally meeting them because you've done the inner work. So this is like what I was saying before, it's like you're in this new land. And it's also interesting because to travel from dimension to dimension, I see there's a water in between, and so this is basically representative of that transition of you going into that place where your purpose is. Between Monday and Wednesday, you're meeting new people, and these people, you're going to be celebrating with them. Just in general, just celebrating life in general with these people, having a good time with these people. These people are going to be your soulmates. These people are going to be the type of friends that you want. This is mostly platonic friendship is what I feel like, and this is going to be your community of people that are going to really help you elevate and level up in life in many ways. And you're going to help them as well. It's like you're going to be together the way you wanted your current environment to be. This is what these people are going to be representative of. You're going to be meeting quite a lot of people here, actually, the soulmates. So it's not just one, it's more than one. I feel like it's close to a number of 10 different people that you'll meet that will be part of this group. You're meeting, they're already a group, and you're meeting them. And so you might be meeting one or two of them, and they're introducing you to the rest of the group, or something like that, where you meet a few of them and they're introducing you to the rest of the group. and so you're receiving at this time your blessings. Basically, you're receiving divine blessings at this time of like having this sort of community of people that are there with you, so you're not going through things alone, that you're not suffering alone. These people are going to help you really heal as well, and it's going to be very you're going to find a lot of harmony by being around these people. You're going to feel like you're able to upgrade, like how you've been always wanting to upgrade with the people around you, and you're the only one that's been upgrading and people have stayed the same. It's not going to be like that. You're going to be able to upgrade, they're going to be able to upgrade, and in turn it's going to help you upgrade even more, which is what you actually desire. And that's what's coming in for you here. It's like you perfected this work, and these people are coming in. You're going to be celebrating with these new people, feeling very at harmony with these people. Between Wednesday and Friday, you're going through this energy of the Queen of Swords. So you're coming to a place within yourself and being very truthful, empathetic, and honest towards yourself, and saying, look, what in my life works and what in my life doesn't work. The Queen of Swords here, she goes through this whole journey of she is this woman basically at this time, who goes to cry and goes to heal, and she ends up, the prince ends up basically asking for forgiveness, and then she gets poisoned because the king's men overhear her, the king's counselor, should I say, overhears her speaking to him, so they kidnap her that night, and then they put her in the prison and poison her. So the prince then has to denounce himself and then go save her, which he ends up doing. And so at this point in time, she's found herself, she's embraced this idea of really living on the edge, really embracing who she truly is, like who she truly wants to be, like not who she truly is and what she wants to be like, but what she wants from life, like who does she want to spend her time with. And that's what happens here, because she's so confident that about her own self, and that she goes through this journey of like expressing herself to the prince and saying, look, I really cared about you, but you did this to me. And no, I feel like the prince actually comes to her and apologizes and says, I'm sorry that I said that to you, but she's obviously still gone ahead with the rest of the story. She's been in situations where she didn't necessarily feel comfortable, like she was taken against her will into the prison, and she was stuck in the prison. She couldn't get out because she was a peasant, so she had no choice in the way things were playing out, but she's gone through this huge transformation nonetheless to get to this point. And she's very strong-willed now because of what she's been through, and this is very similar to you as well. Like, you've gone through this huge transformation within your life of like really going from a place of like not really being able to figure out like what's going on within your life, being almost at a mercy of circumstances, what I'd like to say. You've been at the mercy of your circumstances, and so you've been having to go with situations within your life and really having to take things on the chin, and things not going out in your favor. But it's like now at this time you're becoming very truthful. You're sitting in your truth, feeling very empathetic towards yourself. Being very empathetic to yourself, as well as being very honest about your movement forward. Your movement is you're actually moving. You're recognizing here that you're moving fast, very quickly. You're being swept along. You're moving forward with swiftness, and this is in regards to your purpose. You're swiftly being carried along to your purpose, where your soul is calling you. You're finding a lot of peace, your balance. Balance is coming up a lot here. You're finding a lot of balance here during this week, as well as moderating your energy from the negative into the positive, from the hateful energy into the positive energy, which also ties back into your theme for the week of the Six of Swords, of you going for massive healing. Between Friday and Sunday, we have a very interesting energy of the Hangman. So the Hangman is basically you're in a position between Friday and Sunday where it feels like you're upside down, where you're able to, you're not forcing things to happen, you're letting things unfold. And as you let things unfold, you basically are gaining new, it's like you're upside down. And here in the Hangman, he's walking and he gets his foot stuck in some vine, and the vine catches him and he ends up upside down. Rather than fighting it, he just says, you know what, let me just stay in this position for a while because I can see the world from upside down. Maybe I'll learn something about it. So this is kind of what you're doing here between Friday and Sunday. You're in a position that feels like you have no choice to be in it, but you're allowing yourself to let it unfold. And clarifying the Hangman is the Tower. So it's basically what you're gaining new perspectives about is what is really been stagnating you, really making you sacrifice yourself, and you're being asked to surrender these things so that you can um, go through a change. And this is being revealed to you. This is what the tower here represents. Is it's like a deep, not just a new perspective, but a great revelation that's happening here this between Friday and Sunday for you. A great revelation of like where the chaos is, where the upheaval needs to happen within your life, of like where you've been sacrificing yourself, stagnating yourself, or where people have sacrificing you or stagnating you, and this, you just are being called to surrender these things. Basically, you're going through a forced change at this time of and clarifying the tower is the emperor. So it's basically you're going through this energy of really restructuring what you think is the rules for your life, the structure of your life in itself. You're changing of like your belief system. So maybe you thought a certain group of people are like this, or a certain type of people are like that, and you're like changing that from being like that. You're no longer having that perspective of like things are a certain way. Like you're recreating your idea of life, your idea of what set of rules you need to live by, because you've not been living by your own rules. You've been living by someone else's rules. Someone, maybe your family rules is what I'm strongly getting here, or like what your friends think is good, what your friends think is bad. You're not doing that anymore. You're now doing what you think is good, and you're changing your thing. You're changing your life here, recognizing that you are the own authority within your life, stepping into your power here. The number 4 is very significant here for you during this week. Just check out what that means for you. So between Friday and Sunday, it's like you're in a compromising situation, but this is helping you, first of all, gain a new perspective, and then that new perspective leads to the tower, which leads to a revelation about where the chaos is in your life, and you're having an upheaval there. This tower, as you can see, is being destroyed, and the spiritual realm is being destroyed. It's like you're going through a forced change here, whether you like it or not. But I don't feel like it's going to feel like it's a forced change, but even though it is, it's like a forced change that's happening within you. That's what I mean. It doesn't feel like a forced change. It's just a change that's happening within you, but it's forcing everything around you to change, because it's very significant, the change in itself. And this also ties back into this, personal growth. You're seeing a lot of personal growth. So this is actually personal growth of you deciding to upgrade your life and change the idea of what you live by, of the rules you live by, the structures you live by. You're recognizing that, yes, I am the authority, and I need to live by the way that makes me happy, the way that I feel my life should be, like not the way that other people think, because the other people around me, they're just hateful. They're not upgrading in any way. Maybe what they're doing is wrong. Maybe I'm the right one and they're the wrong ones. And so you're recognizing that, yes, I am the right one, and I need to change my life in such a way that only I see fit, because you are the emperor. You're showing up here as the emperor. So let's pull out your challenges for the week to see what's trying to affect you and bring you down this week. So as you know, challenges are there to basically stop you from moving forwards in life, to stop you from upgrading your life in every way, to be honest with you. And so when these challenges do come in, it's best not to give them energy, and that's how you kill them off. So your challenge for this week is you're having difficulty taking cunning actions away from liars, deceivers, betrayers, the people that are around you, because your mind's not very clear. You're finding it difficult to communicate effectively and to express yourself. You're finding it very difficult to make sense of your ideas, and this is because like you feel like it's counter growth. It's like you feel like this is uninspiring. If you move away from these people, your life's not going to be as inspiring to you. Like you're not going to see growth. You're not going to see a boost in your creativity. Like you're not going to see new opportunities and ideas, because you feel like these people that are around you may lead to something better in some kind of way, but it's not. It's actually the opposite. These people are just liars, deceivers, betrayers, and you're having difficulty here taking cunning actions away from people because of the lack of clarity within your mind, because you think they're gonna it's like you're conflicted where you're like, oh, they could help me, but they're doing, they're not really what I think they are. But it's like in some way they might be able to give me some kind of help and some kind of opportunity so I can segue off somehow. But that's not going to happen here because these people, they're not really doing anything. To be honest with you, you're very ambitious, but they're not very. The people you're around, they're not very ambitious at all. They just want to keep you around them. That's all it is. They just want to keep you around them. So let me pull you out an outcome to see what the outcome of your reading is here. So very interesting. So you're giving and receiving at this time, and I feel like very strongly you're receiving at this time because you have been giving. Sorry, you're receiving from the universe at this time because you have been following your heart. And your heart's been leading you to nurture yourself, and you've been really nurturing yourself, and now you're prosperous. But again, the environment around you is very chaotic. There's a lot of chaos around you. As you're breaking free, the people want to oppose you. The people around you want to create conflict within your life. They want to disagree with you, stop you from moving forward. Like here in the Five of Wands, he knows he's right and he knows they're wrong, but they want to basically beat him up because they say this thing, say he's become evil basically. So he's defending himself from four other people. He's able to successfully defend himself, and this is kind of what you're doing here. Is like you're defending yourself from people. But the universe is blessing you, and the universe is blessing you with financial security, financial control, not having to need finances at this time or moving forward. And you're following your heart, and you've been nurturing yourself, you've been nurturing your energy. This is why these blessings are coming in. Again, you're breaking free, and people are trying to stop you from being free. But your advice is to connect to nature, connect to your own abundant nature. Your nature is very abundant, and you have a great understanding that we all go through seasons of happiness and sadness and stuff like that. You have a great understanding of this, and just connect to this idea of things come and they go, and as well as connecting to nature in itself. It's going to help you receive what you desire to receive at this time, and you're also being nurtured. Your energy is being nurtured here by the universe, and you're going through this nurturing energy. You need to connect to nature so that you can feel more abundant. But yeah, you're receiving at this time, and what you're receiving is friendship, new friendships, new people that you can get on with. You're going to be celebrating, like I was saying, with these people here. By the end of the week, you're going to be celebrating at the beginning and at the end, to be fair. But this is a new group of people. It's like this week you're going through a massive transition of being around certain people, and at the end of the week you're going to be around a whole different group of people, and they are actually going to be on the same page as you. The people that you're around, trust me, it's very nasty energy. I'm reading all the energies around you. It's like you feel very alone. You feel very like, oh damn, it's just me out here. I need to not show myself exactly how I am, because if I do, people will attack me. That's how it is. But you're moving from that to being able to be like, yes, I can always be how I feel and not be ridiculed or judged negatively for it, but instead I'll be congratulated for it. So this was a really good reading for you here, Cancer. I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.